Welcome to European Austria. The problem is it's just not so European these days, and I'm really very angry about Austria in this beautiful place with these productive and great people. But unfortunately the European spirit is just from time to time on flags like over there. But they don't have the European spirit of the past. And that's very worrying. And I call for that. I call for the European spirit to return of Mr. Buzek, Alois Mock, and all these great Europeans. There are others who have sold out to Russia and who have betrayed the European spirit, who are against NATO membership, against enlargement of the EU, against the Euro enlargement. These are all totally wrong, xenophobic, anti-capitalist, anti-Semitic and anti-Europeans. And we have too many of them. And that's the problem. This kind of multitude of anti-anti, this protectionists, this anti-Americans, this anti-NATO activists, this is a real crisis for Europe. And we have to come to terms, and we have to really change that. There must be the return of a real European spirit. And this is missing. This kind of terrible decade, the lost decade, in which we have done so much things wrong and blocked the countries, closed the labor market, did so much harm in the last decade and to the people of Southeastern Europe by Austrian protectionism, xenophobic anti-capitalism and all these terrible sins. Blocking the trade agreements, blocking enlargement, blocking the labor market, blocking migration, blocking progress, blocking tax reform. All these things have happened and it was utterly wrong. And I hope for Europe, to the European spirit to return to Austria, and that it will be a real European Austria where we clean up the mess, have an examination, a kind of investigative committee in the Austrian Parliament to clean up the Russian links and also to clean up the whole mess. And this decade has left over, that whole dirt of corruption from Russia, the dirty carbon, the payments to the political parties and the political leaders. All this must be cleaned up. It's a mess, it's very dirty. It's not European Austria. The way to change it is of course joining NATO, cleaning up the mess of the past, allowing Ukraine and Kosovo in the European Union, opening the labor market, and of course the prime thing is to join NATO and to confront our sins of anti-capitalism, anti-Semitism, protectionism, anti-Americanism, all these multiple antis, Austria, this anti-openness agenda of the last 10 years. This is it's a much bigger tradition in all parties. They are the enemies of freedom. And that must be confronted now. Thanks a lot. More to come from Pax Europiana. Bye.